When you're making crosscuts at your table saw, I bet you use your saw's miter gauge, and I do too. But these standard miter gauges come up a little bit short, and I mean that literally. This fence is just too short to work as well as it could. Here's one problem. When you're cutting long or heavy work pieces, there just isn't a lot of control surface here. And when you push the wood through the blade, it can fall away from the fence of the miter gauge and bind against the blade and lead to a kickback situation, and you never want that to happen. Or, as you slide the workpiece across, the wood can actually slide out of position relative to the miter gauge and fall off of your layout line, leading to an inaccurate cut, and of course you never want that to happen either. Another problem is that when you push the wood through, the back edge of the board is unsupported, and when the teeth cut through it, they can break out the fibers, resulting in tear out. But there's a simple way to step up the performance of your miter gauge, and it costs next to nothing. Just add a longer fence to it. All you need is a piece of scrap material that's about 2 to 4 inches wide and long enough to extend past the blade. You can use a piece of scrap plywood like I'm using here, or solid wood. It doesn't matter. Just make sure it's flat in all dimensions and that the bottom edge is square. Many miter gauges have holes in them already for attaching a longer fence. Install it with a couple of panhead wood or sheet metal screws. Now, as I suggested, when you attach the fence, have it extend past the blade. That way you can cut partway into the fence but still leave it overly long. And here are the payoffs. First, your new fence adds support when you're cutting long work pieces, so they can't pivot. You can spread your hands out for better control. Second, the fence backs up your workpiece when the blade teeth come out the back side. It will eliminate tear out. And third, and this one's my favorite, this curve slot in the fence shows you exactly where the blade is, and that's a huge leg up on accuracy. All you need to do is line up your layout line on your workpiece with that curve slot, and your crosscut will be right on the mark. And when you need to cut a bunch of parts to the same length, just clamp a stop block to your fence. That way the length of all of these parts will match perfectly. A long fence in your miter gauge like this is so beneficial that I almost never use mine without one. It'll give you a leg up on accuracy, safety, and cutting quality, and all you need is a piece of scrap. Now, if you like tricks like these, you can see all of our new video tricks, plus lots of other more on the web video content by subscribing to our YouTube channel and liking us on Facebook. Thanks for watching.